Hello guys and welcome back to Code It Up. Today we are back with another video in Scratch. Today I will be showing you how to reduce lag in your Scratch projects. These are some tricks to reduce lag. So let's start. First, I'd like you to meet the Laggiest block in Scratch. Let's just show it. The if block is the laggiest block in Scratch. I've had made many games and they all come down lagging to this very block. So, how do we reduce lag out of it? First, we need to know that this is not our only enemy. What our enemy another is its sibling here, the if then else block. Well, we need to remove these two blocks, but mainly this one. Let's start. So, I'll be doing a basic WSAD movement here just to show you, and I'll quickly make it. There we go. Now it's done. This is just a basic WSAD movement, like so. Oh, I'll just do something, and this should be the D key and this the S key. Sorry, I messed it up. Right. This is a WSAD key movement, but it is using if blocks and it does seem quite lengthy. We need to reduce it. So, we need to understand a few things first. Right. All these Boolean input blocks can fit into these round things as so. Right. So, what we need to know is that when this statement is false, they will be represented in these blocks as 0. But when it is true, they will be represented as 1. So, we use that. I'll just show it to you. Just keep this code aside. Key space pressed class 0, and how about save. Right. So I've not pressed space key and now I'm pressing it. So 1. Not pressing 0. Pressing 1. Right. We use this. And how we do it is just change XY. I'll quickly make up the code. And see, here it is. What this does is this sees if the D key is pressed, which in this case would be used for the right movement in this direction, and times it by 4. So if it is 0, it is false, then times 4 is 0. But if it is true, then times 4 is 4. Same with here. If A key is pressed, it times A key pressed boolean by -4. If it is not pressed, the answer is 0. If it is pressed, then the answer is -4. And we put them in a plus block to have them both in the same and just place this there. And for the y movement, we do similar thing, just change y by, and we change the keys to W and S. Nice. See, there it is. We have our WSAD movement with no if blocks. Very simple and very effective. But there is a problem here. I'll just show it. If we use pen and just erase all and pen down, you'll see when I'm moving diagonally, it has these crisscross, these like steps in it, in the movement, in the drawing. Why is that so? I'll tell you. Because the movement which is happening is occurring in two blocks, not one. Hence, which means two steps. So, one this way and one this way. We need to compress this into one block. How do we do so? First, you'll notice something, that if you want to change something, say x by 10, without using the change block, but by using the set block, you can simply do plus x position and 10. So it changes, takes the current x position and adds 10 into it, same as this. And we use this. There is one block available to us which accepts mathematical inputs for x and y coordinate at the same time. The go-to block. We use this formula in it. So I'll just put this in the x and this right there. And I'll do the same thing with y position plus this, and it goes into the y input like that. I know it's a bit lengthy block, but that is how I would comprise it into one block. And there. Right, so if we'll see now, see, we can still move perfectly fine, and the jagginess, the steps that occurred are reduced to almost none. This is very good. Right, so we move on to few other tricks. Now, if you've seen many games on Scratch, they have the heaviest coding but do not lag. Why? There are two reasons. There are two things that can do so. Right. First thing, broadcast. Broadcasts do not lag. So, if I just broadcast something like tick forever, broadcast tick and wait. When I receive tick, just do this. See, so smooth. It's extremely smooth because of broadcasts. Right. This is an extremely efficient way. Now, sometimes I've observed people unnecessarily using variables. Like, what they do is set, let's just rename this to var, set var to 0, when flag clicked, forever, if var equals 0. This is one thing I do not like at all. I mean, there is no point in this. This would work, but variables also are a cause of lagging. Unnecessary variables are really not good. So instead of variables, I suggest using broadcasts. Just something like this. It's just better. Now, one more thing I usually do to reduce lag is when you're making big games and you're making custom blocks, let's just name this one move and draw. Okay, forever move and draw. Right, now see that weight over there. See, why does it happen? Because this move and draw, this does not do it as collective one. This refreshes the screen every single time this is executed, hence lagging, which means the whole screen is redrawn again and again. But we don't want that because that makes lag. So just click this option in edit, run without screen refresh. Okay, now that really helps. See how? Well, the title itself says so. What it does is when it is run without screen refresh, it first runs the whole code and then changes the screen, which is very useful in something as creating clones. I mean, repeat 10, go to random position and create a clone of myself. If you see it like this, see it does every clone at some weight. We are able to see that weight like this. See, that is something we do not want. Right, so how do you do it? You just put it into a block called run without screen refresh. So if I do it now, see they pop up immediately because of run without screen refresh. First it executes this whole code and then refreshes the screen. That is very helpful. Right, there is another reason I use broadcast. I'll just do this again. See, we have all our clones. If you've made games and used clones, what you might have done is you put you want similar scripts in the clone and your player, your original sprite. So for the original sprite you do when flag clicked forever, whatever your command is, and for the clone you do when I start as a clone forever, whatever the command is, which just seems extra code. It can be reduced using broadcasts. See, just when you use broadcasts, I'll just put this. When I receive broadcasts, say go to random position. Right, broadcasts are received by both the original sprite and the clones. So let's just make move and draw and broadcast. See, all of those are going on random positions. That is something we want. It is being received by all the clones and the sprite. These are some ways I use to reduce lag in my Scratch games. If you like this video, Please like, subscribe and share. Thank you.